Right, welcome to another episode of Warhammer 40,000. It's 2,000 points, Tau Empire versus Necrons. It's a league battle, so much at stake here in this vital game of Warhammer 40,000. So just to give you a flavour of the league, we have started our Season 12 league a lot earlier this season, so it's given that we're a step ahead. Here there's less pressure on us this year, and it also means we're able to feature a lot more factions in the league and trying to give an equal chance to as many factions as possible on the channel. So running the league across here. At the top currently is the Blood Angels, who have played their 2 games. Miles at the top, two really convincing wins from them. Mike's Black Legion have finished with 2 wins. They're second. The Elder have played their 2 games, a win and a loss, but they're third. The Tau have played a game, and it was a convincing win. Then we have the Tyranids that have lost, but they scored quite well. Then the Orcs that lost, but again, a pretty good score. And then in the lower end of the table currently is the Admech with 1 game played and lost. Salamanders have lost a game, and Imperial Fists as well have lost a battle. So this is the second game for the Tau. An average win would put them in a qualifying position. They should go through to the knockout stage towards the end of the year. This is the first game of the season for the Necrons. The Necrons will be looking to get a good score and hopefully a good win here for them as they begin their Season 12 campaign. So as we said at the start here, much at stake here in this vital game of 40k. And so before I go through the list here for the Tau, massive thank you to everyone that supports us on Patreon and on YouTube channel membership. You can support us through those 2 avenues. Patreon with the perks like the Patronic Dice, name shoutouts, name the end credits, and so on. You just choose which tier you want. And also YouTube channel membership as well, unlocking bonus content, joining us on the WhatsApp. There's all different perks at different levels, so you can check that out. Link below for membership, and link also for the Patreon page. And it really, your support helps us keep this channel going and the content coming. So for the Tau, I've gone back to KOYO detachment. I've updated the points. Some Tau units have dropped quite significantly in price. The hammerheads have gone up, but overall it's freed up 75 points more, so I've been able to add in an extra strike team to this Tau list. So I have a commander and enforcer battlesuits across here. This one, Commander Ghosttide, taking the quad fusion blasters for him, and then Precision of the Patient Hunter upgrade being granted to him as well. I also have a commander in a Cold Star battlesuit, taking the quad plasma rifles being taken for him. An Exemplar of the Kuyan is the upgrade being taken for him. That's the commander in the Cold Star battlesuit. So that's Commander NATO, the latest addition to this Tau force. Shield drone, marker drone being taken for each of those commanders. They'll be bodyguarded by Crisis Battlesuit teams. So the Sunforged team across here with double fusion blasters being taken, and then gun drone, shield drone being taken for each of those models. You can't take duplicates, it has to be one of each of those types. And then we have the Fire Knife configuration, a squad of 3. They're taking double plasma rifles in that squad, and again, shield drone, gun drone being taken for drones. I haven't included all drones here, just helpful reminders. So a couple of each drone just to remind me what's on each of the squads. I then have Nethariel across here. Double shield drone being taken for him. Also through Unity Devastation upgrade being granted to him also. Then we have a Cadre Fireblade, again double shield drone being taken for him. Strike teams. Guardian drone, marker drone in each squad. 3 squads of 10, all with pulse rifles. I have a Breacher team, Guardian drone, marker drone in that squad as well. They'll be transported inside a Devilfish across here. I have 3 Piranhas in the list, taking the Fusion Blaster, the Piranha Fusion Blaster option being taken for each of those. That is a squad of 3, so they'll work together as a squadron. 2 Hammerhead gunships, taking the railgun, the smart missile systems, and 2 Seeker missiles being taken on each of those. Broadsides with their heavy arrow rifles. It's a Seeker missile on each of them as well. The twin plasma rifles being taken on each of those models, And we also have one marker drone in the squad, and the rest are taking the missile drones for them. We have a Ghost Kill in the list as well, with the Cyclic Iron Raker and the Twin Fusion Blaster on him. And then we have a Stealth Suit team across here as a Fusion Blaster in that squad of 3. Marker drone, shield drone are the drones being taken for that unit. So ambitious enough with the Tau. I'm really liking where the Tau are at the moment. There's no crew allies at this stage. It's something to delve into perhaps at some later point in time, but just got a real good vibe going on at the moment with the Tau. But we can gloat all we want. Necrons are notoriously hard to kill, and this will be a real test for Tau firepower. So that's the list for the Tau. This will also be a Kingslayer battle. The Tau have already lost their commander. Each side nominates a king at the start of the season. You can see which the commander survives through to the end. The Tau have already lost. Ghosttide, he's been brought down. But for the Necrons, it's Tamra, who is yet to be destroyed. So Kingslayer battle here as well. We'll take a look now and see what the Necrons have in their list. Mike will take command. He's happy enough to use the Necrons. He's commanded his own Necron army in the past and happy enough to guide potentially this Necron force to victory. We'll take a look now and see what the Necrons have in their list. So 2,000 points for Necrons, all the points updated. Running the Awakened Dynasty detachment for these. The main rule for that is if a character joins the unit, they get +1 to the hit rolls. So there's lots of little characters running around here just boosting all of these units. So we have a regular Necron Overlord here with Tachyon, Arrow and the Glaive. That's Ramses. He'll join one of the warrior squads. We also have a Catacomb Command Barge, it's Tamra, across here. Phasal Subjugator is his upgrade. It's expensive enough, but his +1 to the hit rolls becomes a 6-inch aura ability for Necron units. So there's units that are near him will get +1 to their hit rolls. The idea is that he's like a chariot and he has these chariot runners that run alongside him. So there's a squad here of Triarch Praetorians with their Void Blades and Particle Casters, a full squad of 10 of those. There's a Scorpek Lord being taken across here as well. He'll go with the Scorpek Destroyers. He has been given Dermal Bond, so a 4+ Feel No Pain. He's tough enough. You've got to get through his bodyguard, and then he's running like a 2-up armor save and a 4+ invulnerable save. Plenty of wounds, and that 4+ Feel No Pain hopefully will make him tough enough on the battlefield. Plus there's a stratagem actually where he can automatically get back up as well once per battle for a CP. So it'll be hard enough to get rid of, and just giving him the extra Feel No Pain to help him out. There's a Royal Warden in the list as well. He'll join the second squad of Necron Warriors. So 2 squads of Necron Warriors, squads of 20, split between Gore's Reapers, 10 of them, and then 10 Gore's Flares making up each of those squads. Tomb Blades across here, not taking Shield Veins and Particle Beamers is the weapon option for them. We have a Canoptic Doomstalker, 3 Locust Heavy Destroyers, 6 Wraiths, and there is a Technomancer to go with them, so he'll float around with those. He is allowed to join them. There's a squad of 6 Scorpek Destroyers with a couple of Plasma Sights with them. So that's the list here for the Necrons. They have a habit, as per usual, and down through the different editions. You can hammer the Necrons hard, you think you've got the army broken, and then they can start repairing and building themselves back up again. So Necrons can become dangerous, more and more dangerous as the game goes on. The Tau will be wise to try and mercilessly wipe them out with their firepower if they can. That's the list here for the Necrons. So that's the list for both sides. As you can see, name tags are not on units. So what we've done is we've changed things up here for the unit allocation perk that we were running for Phoenix Lords and then also for Autarchs as well. It was right at the start, we had a few, but the number of Phoenix Lords has grown. The number of Autarchs has really grown as well in recent times. And so it's become a bit of a flood on units. I'll explain this all in the recent update video, which you can check out. So changing things up here, just to make the table less crowded, the name tags are away. And what we're doing, instead of individual names against individual units and spreading all these tags all over both of the armies, we're now allocating a commander and a sub-commander for each army for each game. So we'll cycle through the autarchs. The autarchs will be the sub-commanders in battle. If the commander's slain, the second in command, the autarch will take over. And then we'll have the Phoenix Lords in command of armies for each of our games. It just means there's 2 names per side, and then not this flood of markers all over the table and on units and trying to track everybody on the board and so on. It's just that both of these perks and both of these areas of membership have grown quite significantly, and so it's crowded out the table a little bit. So what we've done instead is just to trim it down, just have a commander and a sub-commander for each side. So for this game, just with the new adjustment to the perk, for the tower, the commander will be the Phoenix Sword Vagabond. So he'll be the army commander for the tower force for this game. And then the sub-commander for the tower will be Noah Storasley for this battle. Then over for the Necrons, in charge of them, the commander will be the Phoenix Lord Chris Comiskey, in charge of them for this battle. That'll suit him just fine. He's a Necrons player. And then sub-commander Ben Harris, also a Necrons player. We're trying to allocate these as best as we can. So if you're Xenos, Chaos, or Imperial, and you're a Phoenix Lord or Autarch, then we'll try and allocate you as closely as possible to your allegiances. But Ben Harris, the sub-commander here for the Necrons. So it trims things down nicely, and also now when we do like the panning and the close-ups of the models and so on during the game, these tags are not seen. The table's nice and kept clear of these markers and so on. So I think it's a better move. A little bit of an upgrade as well. It's not individual units now, but rather whole armies now for Phoenix Lords and Autarchs to take charge of. So just an adjustment there, but I think it's for the better for that perk. But for the other perks, there's other announcements being made as well, restructuring going on, extra perks being added, all for the better. But do check out the update video on the channel to get the full details. So that's the list here for this battle. We'll take a look at scenario and deployment next. Alright, so we have a scenario for this mission. So it's taken hold, search and destroy for deployment, and then prepared positions for the mission rule. So the mission rule here is for battle line units. That's things like Necron warriors, the tower strike teams. They can take the go to ground and heroic intervention stratagems for 0 CP. So go to ground, for example, will give you the benefit of cover, 6+ invulnerable save, usually costs you a CP to do it. But it will cost you 0 CP in this game, but cannot do so if they've already used that stratagem on a different unit that turn. So there is a limitation there if the stratagem's already been used. Then search and destroy for deployment. So we have a central objective across here, fighting from corner to corner. So the Tower Empire, their deployment zone marked by the orange dice. Mike's using the green dice for deployment only, I think, here in this game. So he's using the green dice to mark out his deployment zone. There's a home objective each. Mike's is just over there. The tower one's just inside this ruin. There's 2 others in no man's land. One over just here in this ruin. And then one over just next to the corner of that ruin over there. So 5 objectives in total. For take and hold, very straightforward. Turn 2 onwards at the end of your command phase. Or at the end of the turn if it's the 5th battle round. And if you're going second, it's 5 victory points for each objective marker that you control, up to 15 per turn. So all the objectives of equal value here in this game. So objective control, board control, vital importance. Both of us are going to go for the random draw on secondaries in this game as well. I'll mention terrain now. The key parts will be the obscuring terrain, which will play these large pieces across here. We'll go from the hard edge, so the obscuring will come across here like so. So these 2 large pieces. We've played it and felt it more realistic to go with individual pieces here instead of like taking this as a whole block. So the hard edge of this small ruin, this larger ruin, will be obscuring. So too the double ruin across the other side. And these 2 across here, obscuring in this battle also. There's some regular ruins, some Unitorum containers, some tank traps, some barricades, and spread out across the board as well. That's the terrain. Ready to go on the mission. Army's ready. We'll now start alternating place units on the board next. Just to mention the battle mat and terrain that we're using in this game. So battle mat is from gamemat.eu. Fallout Zone is the name of the mat. You can get this one in the 60 by 44 inches, perfect for your regular games of 10th edition 40k. This one's 6 by 4, so it's marked the boundary across there with some pipes. And then we're also featuring the Chem Zone terrain set from GameMet.eu. So it's 2 full sets of that, and that's filled out this table entirely. That's pre-painted terrain. So you can check out GameMet.eu for your supplies of pre-painted terrain sets and battle mats. A wide variety available from them, and there's a discount code in the video description that you can use for 11% off across the store. Alright, so deployment's done for both sides. Tau have a sizable chunk off the board here. So for deployment, Ghost Kill is the last unit to be placed on the board. It's gone out onto the left-hand side, but not too far forwards. It can harass from distance, doesn't want to get too close to the Necron line. Strike teams are all on the board. One here that's been joined by Ethereals, taking a nice position across here. It's holding on to the home objective inside this ruin. Another one's just across here, making use of the obscuring ruin. The other one's on the right-hand side, getting ready to move out across in this direction. Broadsides have taken up position across here, a good field of fire across in this direction, backed up by the Devilfish. Inside that is the Breach team, joined by the Cadro Fireblade. Hammerhead number 1, Hammerhead number 2. Across here, Stealth team just lurking here at the back to help with marker lighting. And that's all the units that Tau have on the board. Then in reserve, we are going to flank with the Piranhas. They're inside the Devilfish. And then we have the Crisis Battlesuit teams. So Commander NATO across here with all the plasma rifles. He's joined the Fire Knife group with all of their plasma rifles linking up together, deep striking in. Then deep striking in with the commander here. It's Commander Ghosttide with the quad fusion blasters. He's joined the Sunforge team with the double fusion blasters with them. So that's the Tau deployment done. Then for the Necrons, Mike has elected to go into deep strike here. He's trying to think of ways of keeping Necron units away from Tau firepower. So deep striking in here with the Triumph Praetorians. Then flanking with the Scorpec Destroyers have been joined by the Scorpec Lord. Not the usual way to use them, but on foot they do get picked on with firepower, and that may well be the case. If any factions are going to use firepower against these, it's going to be the Tau, so Mike's going to flank with them instead. Wraiths over on this right-hand flank with the Necrons, supported by Tomb Blades. They've been joined by the Technomancer. 2 blobs of Necron warriors, the Warden squad across here, and then Ramses squad right up to the edge of Necron deployment. Looks like they're going to go straight for that central objective and camp out on that. Then on the left-hand side, more firepower over here. So the Locust Heavy Destroyers sheltering behind the ruin. Tamra near them for the +1 to hit rolls, and then the Canoptic Doomstalker is taking up position there as well, sheltering from Tau firepower, trying to cut down those avenues of firepower. So that's deployment done for both sides. Talked about commanders. We've written out across here, but it's very straightforward. For the Tau Vagabond, the commander in this game will go on to the first commander here, so it's Commander Ghosttide, and then the second in command onto Commander NATO, which will be Noah Storasli here in this game. And then for the Necrons, very straightforward as well. Tamra, so that's Chris Comiskey in this game, and then Ben Harris, the sub-commander, naturally goes on to Ramses, the Necron Overlord, who is just over there. So commanders set and ready to go. We will roll on to the first turn of the game. Tau Xenos dice ready. Necron themed Games Workshop official dice at the ready. First or second? I don't mind. I'd rather you move out of your hidey hole. We'll see. I'll roll up here, Xenos scum. Oh, a 6 and a 6?
This is going to happen to you.
Oh, boy. A 5. Yes, Tau to go first. We've gone first in a string of games, but what can we do? We just roll the dice. But this time around, the Tau will go first. They're going to have to find their angles here to see if they can get through to Necron units. I think Mike's done a good job at concealing a good number of units here. And if not concealed, they can be seen by perhaps 1 or 2 units, which is fine. You can take the brunt of that firepower. Tau need to go for the wipeouts. There's pressure on their firepower in this game. If they don't wipe targets, they'll start to rebuild. We're going to the first turn of the game, Tau to make the first move. Alright, so turn 1 here for the Tau. A CP gain, an extra CP picked up by the Ethereal on a 4+. At the start of the command phase, he'll grant an extra CP. Cards drawn is marked for death, so that's 3 units. Mike picks them. He's picked the 3 here behind Obscuring Terrains, Tamra, the Locust Heavy Destroyers, and the Canoptic Doomstalker. He reckons they're safe. We reckon they're safe. I'm not going to get angles towards them here on turn 1. That's that one, and then mark for death, and then no prisoners. Destroy an enemy unit if possible. 2 points per unit destroyed if we can. The main priority for the Tau will be to hunt for targets. So as we've said already, the wipeouts will be difficult enough. And also, these objectives, they're vital. They're worth 5 points each. The Tau needs to try and get onto objectives and deny the Necrons from camping out and harvesting points as well. We'll make some moves here with the Tau. All right, so Tau movement's done. Talking about wipeouts, we have adjusted here, perhaps an overreaction, but we're trying to go after the Tomb Blades. Now they have emerged. Mike's done a scout move with those before the game got going, or at the very start of the battle round, pushing ahead with them to harass the Ghost Kill. But in reaction with my movement here, the Tau have backed up and reversed with this hammerhead. 5 inches moved across here with the broadsides as well. They can see through. Bypassing the hard edge of the Obscuring Terrain, and they can see through onto some of the models there from the Tomb Blade squad. Hammerhead's pushed up, and it's got its nose around there to fire in that direction. A couple of shots potentially coming from the Fire Warriors across here, and I can see them with the Ethereal to marker light them up, and the Stealth team across here can see through to them as well to assist with marker lighting. So that's firepower from that direction, and then around the other side, we'll go around there in just a moment. You can see the movement from the Ghost Kill. Have made a push towards this objective. So a 6 rolled, just short of the objective, but getting close enough with the Devilfish. And then a 3 rolled here for an advance with this strike team. We're trying to keep away from Necron firepower over there at the centre of the board. So it's tricky because there's Wraiths in here which can move quick enough and pounce on us swiftly. So I have gone the maximum distance I can from this objective. We have taken it. We've gone to here with the Ghost Kill. Firepower by itself wouldn't be able to wipe these, but I'm hoping firepower from across here will deplete these enough for him to try and finish them off. That's the plan the Tau have come up with here on the first turn. All right, so we'll commence firepower here. The upgrade for the Tomb Blades, vitally, is Shadow Loom.
Shadow Loom, yeah.
Stealth. So -1 to hit roll. It's going to cancel out the buffs I'm going to be getting from marker lighting. So you're going to be hitting on 4s pretty much with these units. So what we'll do is we'll fire this squad across here. We'll go with these to start off with. They'll offload all they have, but not the Seeker missiles. We'll retain those or save those for something else. We've been lining this up because Mike's obviously going to do his utmost to keep that unit alive. Just one model, if it stays alive, you can back it away and work on it and get it to rebuild itself and so on. So, for example, this one can see the back 4, this one can see the back 4, these can see the front 4. So there's, in order here, we'll let Mike figure out where he's going to remove models from play. If we get to that stage, we'll see how we do. So these ones are going to fire. We are not going to fire the Seeker missiles or fire the heavy rail rifles. I'll check what else is in range. I think 30 inches from him for missile drones. Might be able to get a few shots in from them. I'll guide them with the...
What's your 30 there?
All right, so out of range, that's fine. So it's just going to be heavy rail rifles. It's going to be 6 shots. I'll guide them in here with the stealth team, which will give us reroll 1s for shooting and reroll 1s for wounding. So 4s, because we moved, and Mike's on -1, so 4s. Rerolling 1s. Okay, it's a lethal hit. Then we'll try and wound on 3s. And that's it. I've got a feeling that's devastating wounds for the broadside battle suits with their heavy rail rifles. It is, so it's going to be a straight D6 plus 1 damage. So one model can go. Mike's picking one from the back. And then the other one coming through is at AP -4. Mike can take some cover. Unless you're on a 4+ save. I think you are, yes. Because it didn't take shield veins. That's another model removed from play. 2 slain. That's from that squad across there.
The front 2, can
Yes, you are cutting off their angle. Yeah, he's very carefully removing models from play. He's also trying to coax me into using up Seeker missiles here against these things. But we'll hold here. We'll go for a solid railgun shot, and we'll not fire the Seeker missiles. We'll hold. Might regret it, but single shot coming through. Starting on a 4. I'll guide it in with... Just hold on a second. All right, so yeah, I'm going to use a hammerhead to guide a hammerhead. So he'll guide this one in. That'll take him to a 4+, starting on a 4+. +1 ballistic skill for being guided takes him to a 3. I've moved, don't get heavy, and then Mike's -1 to hit rolls. So 4+. Missed. I'll use my built-in reroll. And we still missed. No missiles being fired. We'll go to this one, who guided. So he's going to hit hitting, would you believe it, on a 5+. Trying to strike those. Smart missile systems will go in as well. 5s. No. We'll use our built-in reroll. And no again. Hammerhead's missing their targets here.
Why did it not play like this?
We've been taunted by the Necrons. It's typical then, isn't it, to send a skimmy unit around on the flank to draw the tower firepower attention here. We've been played for fools. So we'll go smart missile system, 3 shots. And nothing I can do. Nothing, no wounds coming through. Okay, so both hammers completely finished. Yeah, so we'll go to Fire Warriors. We'll fire a volley with them. I'm going to use him to guide in the ghost kill for the final bit of firepower. So, 10 shots. 5s.
That's one, yeah.
Yeah, 5s for hits then. 4.
Who has lethals, did you say?
No, he can grant it. Yeah, he's going to give it to the ghost kills, the idea. And then we're going to go for 4s to wound and 3 wounds to come through. So you will get cover. Yeah.
Yep, so the 3s.
Yep, 3 ups. And block them all. All right. So we'll have to go to the ghost kill on this one. We will supercharge just for the extra AP minus. We'll guide him in with the ethereal. So he'll grant lethal hits. So we'll now go from 4s to hit to 3s to hit. Then -1 takes us to 4s. 6s go straight through.
900 guns here, has he?
No, he's got... This is the weapon. And then 18 inches on the twin fusion blaster from his base.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'm going to get a sneaky shot with that. Okay. we'll commit to the first Patreon here. We'll go straight to the top. Sam Hermes, Imperial player, but there's no friendly Imperials here, so we'll go with him. And 2. And one of those is lethal. We're supercharging, by the way, and then we'll try and wound. Okay, so 2 go through. These are AP -2, ignoring covers. 2 saves a 6+.
Plus, yeah.
There's a chance to block. We're nowhere near the wipeout yet. Those 2 do go through. Mike's happy enough. 2 models staying alive is fine. Okay. Fusion Blaster. Hits, typical. And that's lethal. And it's AP strong enough to destroy a model. Unless it could be D6. I'll roll up the damage here. Typical, it's a 1. Because I think the damage is straight D6. Fusion Blaster, it is. So the potential of a command reroll. Yeah, we'll go for it just to kill a model. If we can get better than a 1. 6, alright, pulverized. So model completely slain. Duh, Mike spends a CP because my firepower's finished with that unit to restore D3.
Yeah, so
3 wounds. Put him back.
another one.
And another one on a wound.
Yep.
Back up to half the squad. The last game you played was Necrons Salamanders.
Yes.
And Mike was tormented beyond measure of Necrons repairing themselves, but the tables have turned. I'm being forced to taste my own medicine here. So back up to half a squad, and he'll restore D3 again at the start of his turn. Nice. So, and that's the lesson. We've failed to wipe out, and Mike can now start rebuilding the unit straight away. Tricky one. This is not a breeze here. We played against the Salamanders, and it was big green boxes to shoot at here for the tower, but this one, Necrons are lurking in the shadows, refusing to come out, and the unit that has emerged, the tower, tried to triangulate multiple lanes of firepower against them. We've failed to destroy them. They've already repaired themselves from 1 model back up to 3. End of turn here for the tower. It's going to take some pretty good coordination to wipe out Necron units. We'll give you an update on the score. Alright, so at end of turn, we've dumped Mark to full death, so that's been removed. We've kept no prisoners, so on the lookout for targets to destroy. No points coming through here for the tower. We'll hand over to the Necrons. We'll see how they take the fight to the enemy. We'll go on to turn 1 for them next. So turn 1 for the Necrons. Cards drawn is Recover Assets and Area Denial as the 2 cards in play. As Longbow BB, one of the sponsors here on the channel, very kindly has sent a set of these Tau Empire themed dice. Very nice they look indeed. So Mike's got his own Necron dice. We've got official GW dice here as well. Do check out Longbow BB for your supplies. If you're into airsofting at all, he runs the airsofting shop. The website and the link below. So do check out that website for all your airsoft needs and supplies. But now we've got Tau themed dice. We'll enjoy using these for solid railgun shots. If we can find targets though, Mike, because they remain quite elusive at the moment. We'll let Mike make his moves here with the Necrons. Right, turn 1 for the Necrons. So restoring 2 more wounds. So 4 models now with the Tomb Blades. And moving on to the objective. Interestingly, 4 models for that unit. As the Tau Ghost Kill is OC of 3, Mike's OC of 1, so Mike now controls that objective. It's Rafe's coming forwards. Overwatch has been declared though, so I'm going to Overwatch them. Now, I also rolled Hazardous off camera, just forgot to do it at the end of that shooting, and I failed, rolled a 1. And so dropping down to 9 wounds left with the Ghost Kill. Well, in our panic, offload, supercharging again. Point blank range really into the Tomb Blades here, looking for 6s. Ooh, we get 2. 2 is helpful. We'll wound on 3s though. 2 go through. These are at -2. So we're looking at saves of 6+ here as models will go. No, okay, so cut down 2. What a mini fight taking place. And look at these Tau dice. They're like ice cubes. Yet to use them, but they look very appealing. And then a twin fusion blast if we can get another hit. We do. 3s to wound. It's going to be at that range an auto kill because it's D6 and Melter. Oh, what a twist. Down to 1. Okay. So Overwatch complete, Ghost killed, proving to be a menace over on that flank, and it's now regained, for now at least, has regained control of that flank objective. Real mini fight taking place over on that flank here, but we'll let Mike continue to make his moves. As we can see, Rafe's surging ahead. So around the other side here, just to give you Mike's perspective, movement for the Necrons. We have the lone Tombblade on the objective that has survived. Wraiths are pushed out here. I reckon a 7-inch charge to get them in base contact with those Tau Fire Warriors from that strike team. So a possibility for sure. And Mike says he's got a CP command reroll on standby. Necron Warriors are pushed ahead and have got themselves a toehold on that central objective. So this fight for the centre of the board has begun. And in fact, I think Necron Warriors are going to be hard to shift here for the Tau. We've got a lot of anti-tank stuff. But not anti-horde in this list. The other Necron Warrior squad is camped out on the home objective, so it looks like 2 straightforward rolls here, or a roll for each of these Necron Warrior squads. Instead of shifting to their left, which I thought they would, they've shifted to their right, the Locust Heavy Destroyers, and they've got themselves a target. It's the Hammerhead across there in the distance, so you're backing it up for one of these as well.
Mm-hmm.
And he's nearby to give them all +1 to hit rolls.
+1 to hit rolls, and then Tachyon arrow.
And a Tachyon arrow as well. Yeah, that's Tau tactics, that is, gang up and stuff. Well done. Devious stuff. Good play. This is very good play. This is exactly the Tau tactics I've been trying to use. Stacking up firepower. Mike's done it to me. Sneakily across here. 3 units. Well done. And that is, I think it's going to be effective enough. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. And the dice rolls here, but he'll use the Necron dice. He won't use the green ones for this one. So movement's movement's done. We were talking about that move of the Tombblades. It drew the attention of the Tau, and in fact, Mike's saying it was intentional. It's me going after them and having adjusted the whole line because these were sat here originally, watching for movement across there, especially with Overwatch. Which we could have done, but we've been deflected. We've gone across here instead, chasing Tombblades, and it's meant that I have now exposed this backline Hammerhead to enemy firepower here. So we have been taught lessons here in firepower by the Necrons. We're going to shooting phase here. Necron's about to shoot to what they have. Okay, so straight up D6 shots with the Tombblade straight into the Ghost Kill, which it's allowed to do.
3. Stealth -1.
Yeah.
4. 2.
And 5s.
5, but we're looking at 6s. Nothing.
Right.
Equals 5, but it's not.
Okay. They got particle casters, but Mike doesn't want to shoot with those. Obviously, he wants to try and reach those in close combat instead.
He can, and they hear.
Yeah, couple of shots from the Cryptek, though, can go into the Ghost Kill.
Yeah, so...
He's in range 12 and within the lone operative range.
So the Technomancer is Staff of Light, 3 shots. 5s.
Okay.
Sorry, leading units +1.
Yeah, he gets it, fine. 4s.
1, and then 5s again. Yep.
Yes, is that strength 5?
Yeah.
Oh, it could be. Yeah. Oh, no, toughness 8. You're in.
So -2, 1 damage.
And blocked.
Yep. Well, it's worth a plank.
Gauze flares, 8 shots into the devil fish.
Yep.
4s. 3s.
3s. They have lethal hits.
There's a few.
And then what's your toughness?
9 or 10.
It'll be 6s now.
Yep.
No, just a 3, no AP.
3 ups. Blocked those ones.
Yep.
Okay, saving the best for last here.
No.
So here we go. It's the 3 potential units firing through. So it's the Doomstalker, the Locust Heavy Destroyers, and the Tachyon Arrow if needed. I guess Michael saved the Tachyon Arrow as the finishing off weapon. Because it's 1 shot only.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There's a few Necron friends. Chris Comiskey.
Oh.
Touch the dice, you have to use it.
Yeah.
So we're looking at... you can pick another dice if you want to, but...
No. I have faith.
He's actually your army commander in this game. So this is a
That's why I have faith in him.
number of shots.
4,
3 plus 1, 4. It's okay.
2, 4. 4's the 3s.
Okay.
Within 6 of.
Tamara, give them the +1 to hit rolls.
Will hit.
Nice. 2 would have missed if the commander wasn't there, so well done.
Yeah, and then strength 14.
3s to wound.
Oh,
2 go for it.
The 2. -3 goes to -2 plus cover.
Yeah, I think I start on a 2. No, we don't. It's wishful thinking. So on 5s then. And we do block 1. Straight 3.
Straight 3, yeah.
Alright, dropping down to 11 wounds left, I believe. I'm tempted to command reroll because if I pass, it will take it will take 3 successes with that damage 6 Locust Heavy Destroy weapon. 2 successes will take me out, and the AP minus is quite vicious, so I'm just trying to weigh it up here. Yes, yeah, the odds are, it's stupid. It really is silly. I'll leave it. I'll try and play cool and collected in my command of this Tower Force. If I had I would have. If I had a command rerolled. Ha! Alright. Press on. Mike turns to another Patreon here. I think he's going to go for the 3 shots from the Locust Heavy Destroyers. A moment to pick off a Tower Hammerhead gunship. Maxfield Knuckles turns to the Imperium for firepower.
Yeah. Right.
Here it comes.
2s.
They start on 3s.
Starting 3s, yeah.
2s for hits. Oh. 2 1s. I think you're.
That was going to happen?
I think you're re-rolling 1s to wound with these. Yeah. What can you do?
I just have to let it go.
Yep. Could command reroll it, but he's got 1 CP which he wants to save to command reroll the charge. He'd rather that charge go, and it's more important. Duh, he's going to have to let it go. 3s to wound, rerolling 1s. 6 goes straight through. Don't think it's devastating. And it's going to be AP minus.
4.
-3, 6 up to block. Be an insult if we...
6 damage.
Straight 6 damage, yeah. Knocking me down to 5 wounds left. It's a crippling hit coming through. Not destroy, but significant number of wounds coming through. So now, does he go for the tachyon arrow? Surely the answer is yes. Yep. 1 dice. Needing 2 again. Nice
Hits.
plum hit.
Strength 16.
3s to wound. Got him.
-5.
Nothing I can do.
Oh, it's a d6 plus 2. Oh.
3 or more. Ha!
Yes!
God, got him. Well done. The plan has paid off and almost detonated, but Hammerhead picked off my unit that's furthest away from the enemy. Not safe. Picked off and destroyed. Well done. Good shooting. Hammerhead destroyed. Marks into shooting here for the Necrons. Well done. So now we've got a 7-inch charge to make it in against the strike team.
I want to roll big because I want to be able to sort of.
Yes, black round. I'm just going to check stratagems, see if there's anything else we can do. Yeah, worth checking. We're going to play photon grenades. So in the charge phase, we've been selected as a charge. It has to be a grenade unit, which we are. We were selected as the target of the charge. It's a battle shock test for Mike. And then -2 to the charge rolls. So 7-inch. Yeah, it's a 7-inch charge. Becomes a 9. That could save our bacon here. Or our fish in this case. So 2d6. Needing a 9. No, I've been flashed and bedazzled here. Here comes the command reroll. CP being spent. Oh, he's got the 9, and it's 9 exactly. Oh, photon grenades won't protect us. Out of the flashing and strobe lighting comes some nipping wraiths. Battle shock?
No, I think we're fine.
7, I think, is probably okay. Surely a 7. The 6s and 7s, the Necrons.
Leadership 6.
That'll do.
Well, Wraiths are leadership 8, but because the Technomancer is a 6.
Fine. All right, charge goes ahead. Well done. Despite our technology, the Wraiths find themselves in range. All right, so charge has gone ahead. We'll zoom in here to capture the flavour of this one. There's the strike team and the Wraiths all over them here at this stage. Mike's sought to find opportunity to lap round, but the 9-inch charge is just not long enough. You better get models around here, but not enough. The intent was, if you rolled high enough, to tap into the second hammerhead. And then in desperation, trying to tie up the ghost kill, Mike's gone into close combat against that thing just to cause as much disruption as possible. Mike realizing that he doesn't have enough OC control to take it, so he's just gone for the disruption factor over on that flank. Ghost kill, useful enough unit grabbing that objective. 2 would be handy in the list. 1 on each flank would have been useful in this particular game. But anyway, pick a unit to fight with. The Wraiths. Okay, see if they can get the wipeout here against this Fire Warrior team. Sorry to interrupt you. I have another hazardous test to make. Remember? On the ghost kill?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, just as long as you remember at some point, all is well.
But that's just the one gun, isn't it?
Yeah. So Mike's lining up attacks.
This is the first 4.
Right, they're all in.
Yeah. So character leading them, hit on 3s.
Yeah, this mission accomplished for these. Mike wanted to get them in amongst the town. It's exactly what he's done.
Blood Angels Ryan.
Blood Angels Ryan for close combat. Yep.
3s.
Looking generally good. 2s for wounds. We have a Guardian drone, but it's only for ranged attacks.
2, 4, 6, 8. It minus 2. No, sorry, minus 1, 2 damage.
Okay.
3, 6, 8.
Mike's can do the other attacks here just for the remaining models. Okay, and 2s again. And 5 more. Yeah, there could be enough to wipe the squad. Looking at 5 saves. Down to a man. Okay. Yeah, I'll just hold it there because Mike's got the Technomancer. He might be able to finish them off.
Yeah, so it'll be on 3s.
Yeah. 1.
3.
Ah!
No.
That'll do. Okay. Okay, Mike's consolidated, wrapping around the model. He'll try and force me to make a desperate escape test if that's what we try and do. So, Tomb Blade, probably 1 attack.
1 attack on a 4. Oh, it does.
It's...
And then a 6 that'll soon. No.
Alright, we'll attack back. And a dreadful. We are utterly horrific in close combat. Okay, so that's that. Combat's resolved. We'll give an update on the score here. Necrons, I think, have done better so far. Yeah, Necrons off the mark. Aerodinal picked up. Necron Warriors doing their job, harvesting the points. 5 points, and that's it. So 5 points to 0 at this stage. Tower got to be careful not to go around chasing shadows across the board here. They've got to stick to a game plan, and they've got to start taking objectives. We do control that one across there, thankfully, for that ghost kill. So that's going to bring us in 5. 5 across here as well, so that's good. We've got to focus on these objectives, harvest points. That's what Necrons are doing. Necron Warriors grabbing this one. Looking strong in this area. They've still got decent reserves to arrive. 1 by Deep Strike and 1 on the flank. Tau have got decent reserves to arrive as well, but we've got to think about our reserves coming on. If we're too hasty, Necrons have got backup units to arrive on the board as well. So the battle's starting to heat up now. Tower need to shoot their way out of trouble. Turn 2 for them coming up next. All right, so turn 2 for the tower. The extra card drawn, no prisoners continues, and then containment. That's getting to battlefield edges outside my deployment zone, performing actions in the shooting phase, which is possible, perhaps with this unit of fire warriors across here. I've missed a move though with these. The Devilfish, I'd moved 12, then advanced 6. I could still have disembarked with the breaches and grabbed that objective. I've blown out on 5 victory points there. And it's Devilfish rapid deployment. You can disembark for this transport after it's advanced. Units to do so count as having made an all move and so on. But just to get in range of that objective, so that could have been very, very useful. Would have been very, very useful for us. But 10 points picked up for primaries, which is okay. Here on turn 2, we'll make our moves. We've busted on morale, made a desperate escape test and failed and died. So the fire warrior model has gone. The Wraiths are no longer in combat, and we're going to try and amass some firepower against them. But I think that's part of Mike's plan. They are a big distraction unit, and it's going to take an awful lot of effort to remove those from the board. All right, we're in the middle of movement here for the tower. Been interrupted. I've elected to go back to where we were originally with these. Mike's then immediately... Well, no, it took a while to chew this one through, but he is going to overwatch with the Doomstalker. Going to go to Ray Cross for this one. Interesting. Okay. And... D6 +1.
Yeah.
We'll be on 5s for hits though. It specialises in Overwatch. 2 +1. Lean 5s.
Yeah.
Just on the off chance. He could have got a 6. Could have got like a load of hits. He gets 1.
Not enough to kill it.
Yeah.
And
3s.
3s, yeah.
No. You're a 2. What's your strength? 14. I think I'm tough enough. No, we're tough to 6, Mike. You got him.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Sorry about that. Okay. And then we're looking at 4s, I reckon. AP -3. I want a 2 up. I'm in cover. Passed on a 5. So no damage taken. All right. So we've survived that Overwatch there. And these are now in position. We'll press on the rest of our moves. Some stuff you can see has already been done. Most of our regular moves just been came out reserves, ready to see if and when they can turn up. All right. So tower movements finished. Mike's now lining up something.
Left me this.
A little pocket area. We'll check that range. Okay, he's thinking about bringing in deep striking Trarch Praetorians. We can line up some dice here and see if he can do it. To recap on our movement, so a fair amount of reserves have come in, but we have kept off the Sunforge configuration across there, the Fusion Blaster combo, they're off the board. So, Devilfish round onto the objective, holding. Fire Warriors moving but not advancing. They'll perform the action for containment. Then they're outside of their deployment zone. Moved across here like I discussed earlier on. Piranhas have turned up. One of them does have it. There's a target we're going after, and that's the Locust Heavy Destroyers. One of them can see through the window and all the way through to them. These can't see through, it's too low profile, but they can direct their firepower against the Wraiths. It's jumped across here with the stealth team, lining up their firepower and helping to guide units in. Slight adjustment with these, just shifting across and getting some firepower across here. The Hammerhead's leaped ahead. It's got itself to there. It's tapped into the terrain. It's a fly unit and can see through and onto the Locust Heavy Destroyers and the Canoptic Doomstalker. Mike overwatched, which I think we discussed already, and that was blocked. Second in command, a sub-commander here, so Noah Storalessi, second in command for today's game. That's him, he's turned up here. So Commander NATO arriving just over 9 inches away from the Wraiths. The plan is that he can be used to mop up them, but that's a lot of wounds, a lot of feel no pain to try and get through to remove them from play. Remained in close combat with the Ghost Kill, who are trying to shoot his way out of that close combat and sit on the objective. And that's about it here for the tower. That's the movement done. Clear their lines, deal with these, and try and occupy objectives on the flanks is their plan. We'll go on to shooting phase for them if Mike is not going to rapid ingress, or he may do, we'll see. No, all right, he's going to leave it. He needs a CP, and he's going to think about it for another time. Okay, so neither of those two units coming on yet. In which case, we're going to shooting here. Tower have got some crossfire lined up. We'll see if it works. They're shooting phase next. We're trying to shoot our way out of that one across there. It's nice and straightforward. We'll go for Nicholas Lucas with this one. We'll, yeah, we'll supercharge. And we're just on plain firepower, no kind of help. Just looking for 4s.
-1 was that, yeah?
Oh, stealth. Yeah, let me check. Yeah, stealth. Fine. Might just the one. Doesn't wound. Come on, reroll. He's got to go. Wounds, just about. Still refusing to use this new Tau dice. We'll just put one on the board here, ready to use. All right, one wound. One wound comes through, -1. -2.
-2, so it'll be a 6.
6 up.
Nope.
No, got him. Is he gone? Target destroyed.
Yeah.
Hallelujah. Okay, finally managed to get rid of those. They haven't done too much, but they have been an almighty distraction for sure. Okay, well, press on here. The main unit to try and get rid of is those. They're at full strength. Okay, we're going to fire these. They're going to be guided by this unit across here. Going to fire across in that direction against the Locust Heavy Destroyers. These are going to split fire, so there's no point in them being guided. So we'll come to those in just a moment, but these are going to open fire. So we have moved. We get +1 to hit rolls though, and we're going after the Locust Heavy Destroyers. This time we are going to offload the Seeker missiles, the heavy rail rifles into them.
What's the menace and all these things? I'll leave it.
Tricky, yeah. Mike was thinking they're an infantry unit. He was thinking about using the Cirrus CP go to ground.
No, they're not infantry. No, I'd have paid the CP for it.
They are infantry.
Heavy.
I think.
No.
They're not. Oh, they took it away.
Mounted Fly Destroyer, Colt, Locust
okay.
Heavy Destroyer.
So Mike could have to pay the CP. All right. So not much really can be done. It's all going to go down to Tau dice rolling. Here we go. Debut for this firepower. These special frosty icicle Tau dice. So heavy rail rifle shots. Needing 3s. Ugh. 4 misses.
Oh. Okay.
Not so good, not so good. And then we'll go for toughness.
6.
All right. So we have 2 wounds going through. Scrubbing cover because they've been guided in. We don't scrub cover. We don't have the marker light keyword on the piranhas. So it means Mike will get cover on these. This one's devastating. So a cover save of 6+.
Yeah.
Worth a go? No. Okay. So the one that's gone through has to be done first. D6 +1. 5 and 1. So
Kills 1, yeah.
Kills 1, yeah. And the other one, this is straight up devastating wounds, is 3 and 1 is 4.
Just about kills 1, yeah.
Just about got another one. That's 2 gone. It's all down to these single shot missiles now. If Mike can survive with the lone model, he can try and resurrect on the CP here. But we'll see if these Seeker missiles get their hits. We'll stick with these debut Tau dice. 2 hits. Twos to wound. 2. This is all right. Because I think I'm strength 14.
Yeah, toughness 6.
That'll do. -3.
5 ups.
2 5-ups.
What's the damage?
D6 +1. Stand any kind of chance you've got to block one of these. Tough stuff. There's been a lot of end-to-end firepower going on in this game. From both sides, to be fair. Michael Fryer calling upon Space Marine support here. Did block 1. Well done. Okay. He's now tempted to come on reroll.
I am. I just need to see what then.
Can shoot you. Yeah, we'll check you. Oh, it's painful. Mike thinks there's not much he can do to get out of this. There's 2 missile shots potentially from here, 2 missile shots, and the railgun shot potentially from there as well. So the odds are too high. In which case we're rolling up here for damage of D6 +1. 6. 7 wounds caused.
So 11 1.
Target destroyed. So they serve their purpose on the painting desk. Well, no, actually on the unopened kit shelf. I think there's 3 of them, isn't there? There's 3. Whether it's worth another unit of 3, they are okay. 2 squads working together would be dangerous enough, but not currently in this Necron force.
Overlapping.
Oh yeah.
Bring one out, do what it needs to do. If it dies, then the next one comes out.
Of course. Oh yeah.
Because you'll have exposed, like, so that now you've exposed that. I've had to put the next
unit out to take him on. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, okay. All right, and hanging around with 10 morale as well, all on +1 to hit rolls. Dangerous enough. They're not too expensive. I think they're about 150 points for the squad of 3, and they cover the board well enough. Okay, good shooting from that. That's complete, and they've fired their missiles now, so those one-use weapons have been used up, but I think it was at the right time. All right, so we'll turn to the piranhas. This one can still see the Canoptic Doomstalker catching the edge of that model. It's going past the terrain. And these 2, the original intent was to fire into the Wraith, so we will do that with those. They're unguided, splitting fire anyway, so we'll go ahead with those. Fusion Blasters all out of range. Firepower here, 4 shots. We'll commit to Nate Miller for this one. Missed with the whole lot. And then now here, the last of the missiles from this one. Into Doomstalker, 1 hit. And a wound comes through. You can go to your invulnerable save.
Yeah,
4+. And blocked. All right, so all missiles used up with the piranhas and no effect. Extra on a save and pass. That was the twin pulse carbines coming from the drones attached, but no damage coming through. That's them completely finished. Okay, so we'll press on to some more firepower. So next bit of firepower, I'm going to use these to guide in Commander NATO. And they're going to offload everything they have into there. So we'll do that. So this is it. We'll figure out number of shots across here. He's exempt of the KOYO, so 6s will be sustained hits of 2. So shots then. 4 shots from the Commander with 4 plasma rifles. 2 each on the other on the unit. Sorry, that's too many. 2 each. It's not a squad of 4. It's looking like that. It's a fresh unit that we're shooting at, so we're rerolling all of our hit rolls, and these will be granting reroll wound rolls of 1. 2s to hit with the Commander, 3s to hit with the regular squad. So we'll go with the squad first, needing 3s. And we've taken the Vagabond dice for this, and it's looking all right. These have all hit here, plus a sustained of 2. I think I'll leave that as it is. Happy enough. We'll then take the Commander hitting on 2s. And I'm going to fish with all of those. Looking for 6s. So that's a little bit better. So those are still all hit, and that's an extra 6 for extra hits. So 2 and 2. So it's looking okay. We're now going to try and wound on Plasma Rifle with strength 8.
6.
3s to wound. Rerolling 1s. That's looking alright. Some 1s and 2s. Okay, so now we can begin the process of grinding through these models. It's not going to be enough to wipe out the unit, but it's a start. 11 coming through at AP -3, damage 3. Add invulnerable saves.
Yeah.
4+. To wipe out the squad, Mike could have to fail 12 times. There's 11 dice. He's just going to roll the whole lot. He now turns to Patreon. Michael German, yeah. That's like so. Okay, yeah. 4 ups.
Yeah.
This makes it a bit quicker. Wretched invuln save. Look at that. It's blunted my attacks. Uh-oh, we've got Wraiths in amongst us here. Now, there's feel no pain. Yeah, so you can take the first 2 and make that 6 dice. So the first 2 that make it through, Mike's rolling 6 dice to feel no pain, 5 pluses. And no, kill 1.
Kill 1.
Okay, and the next 2, again, will be 6 wounds in total. With a 5 up feel no pain. This feel no pain is coming from the Technomancer.
Yeah. 6 again, yeah.
Yeah, 6 dice, needing 5s. Nearly, but no. All right, so we've killed 2. We've killed 2. Not good enough. So 2 models removed. Mike's then paying the CP to straight away restore D3 or D3 plus 1.
D3 plus 1 because there's a character leaving it.
Oh, right, great. Oh, 4 wounds, hold 1 back. Duh. And he's going to put it there. Uh-oh. Okay. Well, press on here, but not so good. As we'll turn to these with their firepower. Mike removed the model that had got in melter range. A fusion gun shot. Does not hit. And then we'll go to burst cannons. Yeah, rolled up here 1 save to make from the burst cannons. And a wound comes through. Feel no pain, 5+.
Oh, yeah. No.
All right, wound cause. Right, that's them finished. Okay, you're going to use this unit to observe and to guide in the Devilfish. It's got 2 Seeker missiles to use up. So we'll go into the Wraiths. Add Travis and Jen. So we'll Jen shot this, trying to hit. 2 hits come through. That's a lethal from his ability. And then we'll try and wound here. We'll do a Travis wound. And it wounds. All right, job done. 2 go through. 2 invulnerable saves. Mike turns to Carl Roden here. Patreon's all of a sudden been burnt up quickly.
Yep.
In this desperate attack and defense. 6 and 3. 1 makes it free.
Damage.
D6 plus 1.
Mm-hmm.
Travis for this one.
2.
Nothing I can do.
1.
And blocked 1. Oh, for just 1 wound.
Puts me down to 2.
Down to 2 wounds left. Yeah, I'll just rotate it for you. Oh, dear, dear, dear. All right. That's that finished, in which case this squad next. Couple of shots from the smart missile system from the Devilfish. In 3s. 1 lethal. And another wound. 2 wounds come through. 2 regular saves of 3+.
3+.
Try and
The
chip.
things I can't make.
Yay, well done.
Oh,
all right.
there we go.
A volley from this squad now. Not guided, needing 4s. Okay. 5s to wound. 3 saves of 3+.
There we go. There's water.
5+ feel no pain. Ah, blocked 1. All right, 1 more wound comes through. Drop it down to 1 wound left. Okay. Oh dear, bad calculations here. Guided in the wrong thing. Guided in him. Should have guided in the hammerhead. But anyway, we'll go for... We'll shoot anyway, I think, because the hammerhead would, with Wraiths in the rear. We'll go for shots here, right. So we'll go for the smart missile system first of all to try and chip off that wound. So... 3 shots. 4s.
Ooh.
5s. 2. Ha! Good for you, Hammerhead.
4s, yeah.
Yeah, 3s. 3 up saves, yeah. 1 sneaks in.
That's the damage.
Just the 1. Feel no pain, 5+.
Yes.
All right. Seeker missiles. 2 hits. Well. Okay. 2s to wound, strength 14, but 3s anyway. 2 3s. Down to invuln save here, 4+.
What was that shot at me?
That's 2 Seeker missiles coming in from the hammer. Using them all up. 1 gets through. D6 plus 1 damage. 4 wounds. Surely a Wraith model's going to go. 5 up for no pain.
Yep.
All right, got him. All right, so that model, that's that one there that Mike chose. Okay. And we'll then go for the railgun. Missed. We'll use our built-in reroll. Hits. We'll try and wound. Nothing I can do. Used up the reroll. Duh. Running out of options.
Don't you have anything left?
No, I've just got nothing left, so everything's shot. The next option is a potential charge to try and disrupt these Wraiths. It's not an ideal situation, but it could be necessary. Yeah, charge has gone ahead. Originally, I was going to charge those, but I don't want them getting chopped up. So I've gone in with a hammerhead instead, and he's actually been able to tuck himself around the corner here. I've done my attacks and nothing. I wish I had a CP for tank shock, because it goes by toughness now. I'd have had 10 dice to try and cause some mortal wounds, although it still would have been a struggle to bring down another one of those models. Mike's attacking back though anyway. He's piled him in base contact, and he's going to attack with the 4 that remain.
Yep, so
3. Try and survive here.
That's alright, especially roll
Whoa, that's a lot of 1s and 2s. There's another one there as well.
It's 11.
Wow.
The dice trying to me.
5 to wound.
1.
Just the 1, and it's AP -1, and we don't block it. 2 damage, right?
2 damage, yeah.
Alright, dropping down to 12 wounds left. We'll take that, just for disrupting them. Okay. So that's combat's resolved. Ghost Killer on the other side blew his target away in the shooting phase. End of turn here. Desperate stuff from the tower, trying to clear their lines. Overconfident, perhaps, of their firepower, or perhaps underestimating the durability of those wraiths, which are still a real menace here in amongst the tower lines, tying up tower units and distracting them for sure.
Got the Technomancer.
Technomancer, go ahead. Yeah, roll some dice.
3s. 1, and then toughness. Did you say 10?
Yeah.
6. No.
I'll do. Okay. All right. We'll calculate points. You can score at the end of turn 2 for the tower. Not bad here for the tower. 10 points for primaries. 4 points for no prisoners for destroying 2 units. That was a Canoptic. No, it was the Locust Destroyers. Yeah, and then the Tomb Blades brought down. And then 3 points picked up for containment for this unit across here. Performed the action. Didn't observe. Didn't shoot. This unit of fire warriors. They are outside my deployment zone. 17 points to 5 at this stage. Necrons with a turn in hand. We'll see how they get on. Both sides trying to get points onto the board here. Tau to add on to their first victory for their second battle. Necrons entering the league here, looking for a good hearty score for their first game. We'll go on to turn 2 for the Necrons next. Well, this is interesting. Mike's brought in his reserves, and it's looking tasty enough for the Necrons. This is the way to play these units for sure. Scorpic Destroyers are turned up here, flanking onto the board. This is my board edge along here. So Mike's turned up just there. Immediate threat on this objective. Really good play. They're fresh. Mike chooses where they come on, and they haven't had to be hunted down for a couple of turns. They've turned up just here. Then Wraiths have elected to remain in close combat. They resurrected a model, so back up to 5. The Cryptek then, at the end of the movement phase, restored 2 more wounds onto that model. Yeah, so in fact, that model's now completely fresh. So 5 models at full strength in that squad, and as I said, electing to remain in contact with the Hammerhead. Necron Warriors pushing forwards and consolidating their position on the central objective. Mike picking up 10 points for primaries. Then come around the other side of the board, you can see the Necron Warriors pushing ahead. Tamraz pushes forwards as well. Mike's going to use the firepower that he has, namely Tamra, the Canoptic Doomstalker, to go after tower targets over there in the distance, to give Tau a bit of a headache from range. Necron Warriors, nothing else for them to do other than sit on this objective and continue to harvest those points. Like, even in this game, if you're bringing in 2 objectives every turn, 10 points, 10 points, 10 points, it's going to be great for the league. So for both sides here, if they can do it. But Necron's looking particularly strong at this stage. But look at this. Triarch Praetorians have found this gap here and immediately threatening this objective on this side. They're starting like a boa constrictor move here against the Tau.
The good news is that I can do reroll charges here.
Built-in roll.
Yeah. And then I've got my CP to reroll that one up.
Charge across the other side. So you've got 2 9-inch charges rerollable.
Yeah.
Good play. And both units are coming fresh. This is a real good way to use them. Okay, very good. It's not this relentless slow march across the board. The Tau gun line blows stuff away. Mike's kept stuff in a fluid reserve here, which has, I think, worked really well. If these 2 charges go ahead, it's going to be chopsticks here for the Tau sushi time for us, because we'll be constricted on both flanks. Now we've got enough problems as it is with our base here. Tau firepower, just don't know which way to turn at this stage. End of turn or end of movement, or is it? I could rapid ingress. perhaps, I'll think about this one, maybe, just to really mix things up. Yeah, we've gone ahead and done it. So, the Sunforge configuration, the commander himself has turned up just here to try and rescue the situation, seeing the Wraiths menacing the Tau main line. Spent a CP for rapid ingress, turning up just here. We've tucked in here because two things going on. These containers are shutting down firepower coming from that direction, so we're safe in that regard. And the reason for rapid ingress, if I land now, I can then move in to go for the melter range to try and pile in the wounds against the Wraiths. So it's the best hope of trying to bring them down. Plus, with the arrival of Triarch-Praetorians, this unit may be busy next turn, trying to chase those around the table. So Tau needs to deal with stuff around here and then maybe fan out and move out into the objectives. On the flanks is the plan. I think the centre is going to be tricky enough, and the home objective is a long, long way away here and seeming safe enough at this stage. We're going to shooting phase for the Necrons. I think the initiative is with them. Tau trying to contain this Necron push. All right, particle casters, 30 shots. Mike will do 2 lots of 15, needing 4s. Chris Heim, yeah. And a few Patreons left here.
Oh, yes, 4s because of the
stealth. Yeah. Okay, helped a little bit.
Yeah. And then
6s for devastating.
Yeah.
Could even be 5s for wounds.
5 to 1, yeah.
Go ahead. Cocktails there if you want to reroll that one. Ha, 2 wounds. I'll take those 2 wounds there. They're blocked.
And 3 dev.
3 devastating wounds make it 3. Drop it down to 6. Restore a wound and take a drone away. I may as well use those up now. I don't think there's anything that's high caliber damage coming through against that thing this game, I think. So we'll take a drone away and change that to a 7. And the other half of the shots.
Yeah, so 4s again.
4s.
I need them 6s.
Yeah. Good shooting.
6s.
There's another 1.
Just the 1 and then
2 saves.
2 saves.
Yeah, just dropping down to 6 wounds left. Okay, Ghost Skill's very much alive, but Mike could chop it down if he makes the charge. Just a reminder here, particle casters in close combat. Mike's aware of that. So Wraiths is 5 of them now. 15 again. Needing 3s.
Needing 3s, yeah.
-1 they're shooting into close combat, so 4s.
Yeah. 6s, regardless.
Okay.
1. Dev.
Okay, dropping down to 11. Yeah, no, they're pistols in close combat. There's no minus. Mike's going to roll these 2, looking for 6s.
No.
Nothing. Okay. 7 shots of Necron Warriors going against Fire Warriors across here. This is with Gore's Flayers. Needing 3s. Needing 3s becomes 4s for the Guardian drone. Saves 1 of them. Cover. 2 dead. So 2 removed from here. Bit of firepower from him into this.
So 2s. 2 hits. Strength 6.
5s to wound.
1 -1. Cover.
Blocked. Right, Doomstalker gets another go into these here. Broadsides.
Dave Humphreys.
Dave Humphreys, Necron player.
Yeah. D6 +1. 6.
6 shots is good. Little bit of a competition here between the Canoptic Doomstalkers and the Locust Heavy Destroyers. Who's the best long-range firepower support? This thing's got more durability. It sticks around longer. 3s for hits.
Yeah.
Moved. No. Tamra
+1.
+1. Doing his job. Nice.
That's why I'm moving.
3s for hits.
The ball hit.
Wow.
Yeah. Strength 14.
2s to wound. Uh-oh. 4 make it through. -3.
-3.
-2. 4 ups. Oh no, he's gone and got one. 9 wounds, right?
369, yeah.
Yeah, target destroyed or wounded or model removed. But significant enough. Ugh. Lost. Well done. Humiliating for the tower, being beaten here at long range.
Common raw.
Yeah, 3 shots. Needing 2s, +1 for his own bubble.
Lethal hits. Just the 2. Strength 5.
5s.
No.
Nothing. Okay. Shooting phase finished. Onto the
fun part.
Yes. 2 rerollable charges. One's rerollable for free. The other one will cost a CP.
Yeah.
A poem.
Right.
This one first.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Game-changing moments here.
Yeah.
Here we go. Needing a 9. No! 9 he's got. Oh, please. Oh dear. In they go.
Yeah.
Alright, can't get any worse. Or can it? We'll go on to a 9-inch charge across here. Scorpic destroyers at full strength. If they go in, Mike would have eaten up both tower flanks. 9-inch charge. Here we go. 8.
Yeah.
Come on, reroll.
Yeah, that's what I didn't want to do. I wanted to do a +1 to the wind roll on them, boys. Oh.
9's
Yes!
done it again. 2 9-inch charges. Oh. Oh boy, in they go. Oh dear. Alright, so charge goes ahead. Well done. This is the way to use Scorpic destroyers. Well, well, well. Preserving their numbers, arriving at just the right time, and then making that charge. It's right onto an objective as well. Mike's shifted across in this direction, onto the objective, take on the vehicle. It's been captured. Now see if you can hack this vehicle down. Well done. And across the other side, Triarch Praetorians, they'll be favourites here against that ghost kill. Usually wait to the end of a turn for a musical interlude. We're going to capture this now. This is a pivotal moment in the game. A glorious visual feast here for the Necrons as they close in on both flanks. The board full up here with units. Necrons in the ascendancy here against the tower. Tower definitely on the back foot. Okay. Well, I think they're 4 attacks each.
Yep.
Okay.
So it's 40 attacks, so I'm going to do 15 times 2 and then a 10.
Okay. This is the Triarch Praetorians.
Yeah.
At full strength.
3s.
3s.
And then
I think I am I'm tough enough to say you should be okay here.
5s.
5 to wound, yeah.
Yeah. That's 5, so 4.
Yeah. Mike can just keep rolling. I have no one saving or an AP minus
2.
That's 2. So I go 4 ups. Okay, 3 go through. And I'll negate one of those. May as well do it now. Just drop me down by 2 more. Drop me down to 4 left. 4 left in total. Yeah, okay.
That's 15.
Yeah, 3s. He should have enough to do this. Should have enough. 5 to win. Perhaps depends on this roll. Yeah.
You need to get it one, didn't you?
Oh, yeah, take that away. Yeah, fine. Ghost Skill desperately trying to cling on here. And 2 come through. 3. Block 2.
You're 2 up save, yeah?
Yeah, we do start up on a 2 up. We have no invuln, but 2 up save, yes. So another 1 comes through, drop down to 3. We could survive here. It all hangs on this last bit of dice rolling. We have lost the objective though, and Mike now controls it.
Right, let's do this, boys.
This is it. 5 ups. Now toughness has protected us. 4 make it through. Duh. It's down to me now. Double block 3. 1 more wound comes through. Just checking the wording of the drones there. It's twice per battle. Doesn't say I'm restricted, that I can't do it more than once, barrel round and so on. So yeah, 2 wounds left on the ghost kill. The drone's literally saving here. Those 2 wounds has been absorbed by the stealth drones.
I made a charge, so I reroll my hits.
Yeah, +1 to hit rolls for character.
+1 to hit rolls for characters, and I have also lethal hits.
Nice.
Yeah,
because that's an ability coming from the character. I do love this combination. They're not so popular a choice, but yeah, just rule of cool, they're very good. Plasma sight being burnt for devastating wounds. I've taken a wound already. That was the impact charge coming in from the Scorpic Lord. And then Mike's lining up dice here for his attacks.
Yeah, I'll start with the Scorpic Lord himself.
Okay.
So 4 attacks. I'm going to do the Hyperphase Harvester.
2s.
So 2s. I've obviously missed 1. And it's reroll hits because I made a charge from the Scorpic Destroyer.
Fine. Nice.
Yeah. And then Strength 10.
3s to wound. Toughness 9.
3s to wound. So I have 1 div and just 1.
It's damage 3, I think.
Yeah, -3, flat 3.
6 damage he's caused. He's chopped halfway through the vehicle. From one battle report to the next, he's quite a character, that Scorpic Lord. Really like him. He's tough and durable, and he's hacked half a tank here. Yeah, he just every time he's used in the game, puts a smile across the player's face.
So here's the first 4.
Yep.
2s.
2s.
Yeah. Re-rolling because I made a charge.
Yeah. It's incredible. The joy of using these at full strength on the charge.
So 1 lethal.
Yeah. And now 3 6s will do it.
I've given you 2.
2. Right. We've got 2 wounds left. You're looking for 5s to win, right?
Strength 7.
Yeah. 5s to wound. So any 5s in there. There's a lethal already. 2. Another one over there. 3.
3.
We're going to go. We're gone. Target destroyed. Doesn't detonate. We'll figure out the mess here. There may be some casualties from the breaches that are inside. But mission accomplished. Devilfish has been chopped down. So, looks something like this. We disembarked here. I was thinking about disembarking close to the objective, getting some models in. I wouldn't have been able to get enough in to disrupt might control on that objective. Plus, we're battle shocked anyway. We lost 2 casualties, so we disembarked here. Just came out the side of the vehicle, just within 3. Drones don't count, they're a bit further away. Mike's then pushed in right onto the objective, swarming around this objective, well and truly claimed here by the Necrons, denying it, and messing up Tau turn 3. Same across the other side. We've survived, but we've lost out on control of that flank objective as well. So tactically, this is really good for the Necrons. And now we're on to the Wraiths. I went first, by the way. You choose a unit whose turn it's not, and I did nothing.
So 3s.
3s with the Wraiths. So what are the Tau going to do now? Do we deal with our flanks? Do we try and continue to deal with the Wraiths? Ugh. We're running out of resources as well.
5s.
5 to wing. Good chance of picking up some. And there's a few have come through. 5.
5, yeah.
-1.
-1, 2 damage, yeah.
Yeah, 3 have made it through. That's 6 wounds. All of a sudden, Hammerhead's in trouble, dropping down to just 5 wounds remaining. Okay, I think that's combat's resolved. Anyone for any more? Ghost kill. Ha! Nothing. That was the end of that. End of turn. We'll calculate points here. Necrons tactically have the advantage. It's kind of early stages. Casualties are running quite light, to be fair, on both sides. But Tau have been outclassed and outmaneuvered here. So a good lot of points coming through for the Necrons. 10 points for primaries, 4 points for Storm Hostile Objective, 3 points for Overwhelming Force. Just the one objective grabbed in the end.
Sorry, one unit.
Destroyed, that wasn't an objective. Gotcha. 17 points plus the 5 from turn 1 is 22 points. Necrons are ahead by 5, not by much. Both sides at points flowing through. The Tau need to be careful. If they're constricted here and points dry up, it's going to put them in a bad situation for the League. Again, they're under pressure. They've got to shoot their way out of trouble. It is their only option. We've got to wipe Necron units. We've got to do something about these no man's land objectives before we start running out of resources. We're going to turn 3. It's a critical point in the battle for the Tau. They've got the resources. Let's see how they apply them. We're going to the 3rd turn for the Tau coming up next. Alright, so movement for the Tau is complete. Quite a swift move here. Less thinking involved here. It's becoming increasingly obvious what needs to be done. Gathering up resources. So the infantry forming up rank and getting ready to try and shoot their way through these Scorpec destroyers. They're joined by piranhas. We'll see how they get on. Running stationary of these have been joined, jumping back here with the stealth team to lend a bit of Markerlight support. The obvious move, jumping across for some close range fusion blaster shots into the Wraiths. Don't know if we can crack them open. Holding position, backing out close combat with the Hammerhead, and then a 4 rolled plus the 12, 16-inch move in total, heading off towards the objective, and the Triarch Praetorians then backing out close combat with the Ghost Kill. Tau trying to work their way back round on both of these flanks and deal with the Wraiths. 5 points picked up for primaries, and the 2 cards, Defend Stronghold, that's fine by us, and then Secure No Man's Land. Grab these No Man's Land objectives if possible. To do that may well involve close combat. We'll go on to shooting phase next for the Tau on turn 3. Just pointing out another tactical move here. It's deliberately done by Mike. The charge going ahead, he's got himself to that side of the wall. I've got no units around here that can see that unit to observe them, in which case NATO's squad is just going alone here. The Ghost Kill, not eligible to shoot. It fell back out of close combat. Now the answer is we can. The Battlesuit support system across here means we are eligible to shoot if we fall back. So we can, and it's just checking the word in here, you're eligible to shoot, then you can be an observer unit. So he'll observe them and he'll guide in NATO's squad just in the nick of time, but that's going to help us out for sure. So I'm taking the longbow BB dice, 4 shots from the commander, 6 shots from the regular squad, +1 to hit rolls for being guided, not marker lighted. Mike's going to get cover. And then we're going to go for 3s, re-rollable because it's against a fresh unit. Reroll this one, we'll keep the rest. Okay, that's from the regular squad. They've all hit with 2 sustained 2. And then the commander, 2s. We'll keep all of those and reroll this one. Those have all hit with another sustained 2 coming through. So there's a lot of hits coming through here. Then we're going to try and wound. There was toughest 5, there was strength 8. There was a stratagem for +1 to the wound roll, but we haven't used it. We're looking for 3s. And all of them except 1. So we're looking at 15 saves at -3, cover -2. So 15 saves of 5+.
What's the damage?
Damage 3. blistering stuff, but there is a chance that Mike can make saves here.
Well, here's the first 10.
So most models are getting covered, but not all. So we're going to go careful here on the rolls here.
Well, I'll do the first 7 then.
The first 7, which are getting covered, so these are 5 pluses. Block 2, 5 slain. We'll let Mike remove 5 and think about models within range of that objective as well. Right, so 8 more saves remain.
So 2 more on cover.
2 more in cover.
No.
No.
Yeah. 6. 6.
Yep. No, they're gone. They're gone. Boy.
It also means you're not on the objective.
Not on the objective though, yeah. So I'm not going to catch it. We've cleared it, but not in range to capture it. What a twist. All right, another twist here. Ghost Kill's now going to fire into the Wraiths with his targets cleared. He'll go into them. We'll supercharged up the damage. It could cost us though. It might. No, we'll risk it. We'll risk it. So looking for 4s. Not guided, but sustained 1, right? So those 2 go in. 3s to wound. They've all wounded here. This is damage 3. Mike will go to the 4+ invulnerable save. All of a sudden, a volley's come in from the Ghost Kill. Valhalla and Field Marshal Robert for the saves.
6, yeah.
Yeah, 6 saves, 4+. Oof, they're going through. 2 have been blocked. So 4 of them to go through. Each one's damage 3.
Yeah, so I'm going to do 2 at a time then because they're not going to kill.
Yeah, because you're on full strength, yeah. So first 6. This is 5 up for no pain. Just blocked 2, but not enough. So model slain. And the next 6. And no, again, he's picked off 2. Mike's removed models, so we're just going to roll the fusion, which has missed on a 3. A little bit of Tau technology really to the rescue. It helped improve their firepower. It freed him up to then shoot across, which has removed 2 of those. The next bit of shooting, it's obvious. We'll go for these. We're going to offload into the Wraiths. A CP being spent for regenerating some wounds. Yeah, D3 + 1. So 2 wounds, which will restore a model with 2 wounds left. So back up to 4 models again. So it's going to be this squad here that will guide them in with their firepower. We'll go to Jordan Russell, the last Patreon here. We'll go to their shooting first. So we have 6 Fusion Blasters and then quad Fusion Blaster on the Commander. He will need 2s. Nice. So they all hit with sustained 2. And then these will need 3s. Can't do anything about those 2. We'll add them back in though for sustained 2. Makes a huge difference. The KOYO really kicking in here. And now we'll go for 3s to wound. So the reroll damage and wounds is against vehicles and monsters only, which you're not. So 3s to wound. So taking away these ones. All right, going to chop you down to invulnerable saves here with these, and there is 9 to make. If these make it through, there'll be D6 + 2 damage. Okay, blocked some. Blocked above average amount here. Just 4 have made it through. That was a crucial roll. So we'll roll these one at a time. First one, 7 damage. That's on the model with 2 wounds left. So 7, feel no pains.
2, 4, 6.
Crucially, you're not going to wipe these yet. Well, we'll see.
Yep.
So gone. The next one. It's my chance to try and get rid of them. Command reroll. Yeah, the damage roll, right? You can do that for command reroll. 6 and 2, 8. A good try. Just about. Whoa. All right, so another model gone. There's 2 left and 2 wounds roll up. This one. 3 and 2, 5 wounds. This is where Mike can stop this. And he doesn't. Oh. And the last one, this is for the wipeout. If we roll well, 5 and 2, 7. Last chance to preserve this unit. And he does.
Yep.
Yes. With 1 wound left.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
See this one.
Keep forgetting hazardous. We'll roll that now. All right, so we have a situation, 1 wound left on one of these Wraiths, plus the Cryptek obviously still alive. 19 shots, one of them outside of rapid fire. That's this squad of strike team fire warriors. So we will need 4s. 6s are great. Taking away the 1s and 2s.
Just face 4s you needed.
Yeah.
There's a 3.
Just there, yeah. Add in 4 for sustained 1. And then it's going to be 5 wounds. Come on, I mean, there's a few. There's 7. Good job, Fire Warriors, okay. You can go to normal armor saves for these, probably 1 at a time because of the Cryptek.
Fine. No.
Just got through, feel no pain.
No.
Got him. Let's take away those 2, and then 5 saves on the Cryptek. Probably 3 ups for cover again.
Yeah. Takes 2, down to 2.
Okay. All right, so good work. Just a Cryptek left on 2 wounds remaining. Well, this has worked out really well here for the tower. We'll shift across to this side next. So we use this squad to guide in the piranhas. All of their fusion blasters are in range. Just going to be 3 shots, plus 1 to hit rolls. But 6s would be great. We do get 1 and 2 hits, so that becomes 5 hits. 3s to wound. 2 have failed. Those go through. They scrub cover and they're -4, so 3 have made it through. So Piranha Fusion Blaster is -4, yeah. So, and cover's been scrubbed from a Mark-Light type unit. So we are looking at D6. 3 is enough to get 1, 2, and then the other one's going to go on the other. So 2 of the Scorpec Destroyers are removed. The drones need 3s. Yeah, kind of bizarre. These are all sustained coming through, so we're going to be adding in an extra 6 hits. We'll be looking at, I think the toughness has gone up from, it used to be 5. So, toughness 6? I think it is. It's
toughness 6, yeah.
Yeah, 5's to wound. But re-rollable. Yeah, useful from the drones. 7 saves are 3+. It was worth moving the piranhas up in the end. And yeah, we've snuck in. 1 destroyed and a wound taken on another. We'll go to the Fire Warriors that guided them in, so we'll shoot with those. They have lost some models, so there's 8 of them. So it's going to be 16 shots. Needing 4s. Sustained hits of 1 for KOYO, turn 3. 5's to wound. And 6. 6 wounds. 6 saves of 3+. And another 2 sneak through, just enough to bring down another model. So they're done, they're done. Next is the Breachers. They specialise in units on objectives, so we'll go through their firepower. Again, they've lost a couple of models, but there's a Cadre Fireblade with them. We'll line up the dice for the Breachers next. So these are the shots. There's 8 of them, 3 shots each. We're looking at 4s. 6s are helpful. I wish we were guided in, but we've run out of help. There's some sustained, added an extra 3. Breaches are strength 6, so force to wound, and it's re-rollable because Mike's on an objective. Just trying to shred away here. These are -1. So the front 2 models not in cover, so 4-ups here. You could do 6 dice to start off with to work your way through those. So the
4-up regardless.
Okay, because you're onto a 4-up invuln save for the...
Yeah.
All right, so the whole lot then, 4-ups. 12 dice. 1s, 2s and 3s. Mike's passed most. Enough to kill 1. Good roll. Well above average. Then we have the Cadre Fireblade with his shots. Just 2. A hit. And it doesn't wound, that's it. And finished. Reroll the wound roll. Mike reckons we get that because it's on objective, but no. Okay, failed. So firepower from these complete. Pretty good, really. Clearing away most of that unit, but not all. Vitally, 1 does remain. Tough choices for the tower whether they charge in to try and flood the objective or not. So these will guide the 2 remaining broadsides into the Canoptic Aduma Stalker. So heavy rail rifles first of all. I think that is our only firepower. So looking for 3s. Yeah, remain stationary, 2s. Reordering 1s because it is the stealth team. Still failed 1. No sustained coming through, which would have been very, very useful indeed. 3s to wound. Reordering 1s to wound as well. And still failed. Not very good at all. Two come through. Down to invuln saves here. Mike should survive this one okay.
Pass 1, fail 1.
Pass 1, fail 1. D6 +1 on the damage. 4 wounds in total. So survival here. Alright, desperate stuff across here. Charging both squads in. It's really just to try and grab that objective and shut down the 5 points coming through, hopefully, but it's going to cost us dearly to do it. Electing not to charge here against the Cryptek, and nothing we can do. We're away from the objective, not quite on it. I have those squads over on that flank, so we'll resolve these combats next. Right, done my attacks, not a single wound coming through. It's 5s to hit, followed by 6s to wound. Just absolute garbage here. The idea is just to flood the objective. Mike's about to attack back. So Scorpec Lord's going to use his Flensing Flail ability. 8 attacks. He's going into the Breacher squad across here, so needing 2s.
2s, yeah.
All of them.
Lethal.
And a lethal, yeah, it's leading the unit, fine. 2s again. It could be. So if your strength, what's the strength on that weapon?
6.
2s to wound, yeah, fine.
So that many plus a dev.
Yes, because Mike's
2,
activated
4,
the
6.
plasma sight. 6 at -1. Okay. Block 2. So 4 plus the 1. Okay. Casualties then coming through. It's been completed, and then 4 attacks is going to go into the other squad with the regular Scorpec Destroyer.
Yeah. 2s.
2s.
Reroll on 1s. Yep.
Nice.
All right.
2s wound.
-2, 2 damage, yeah.
1 failed.
So 3 -2, 2 damage.
Blocked 1, 2 go through. Right, so that's the situation. Tower have managed to keep enough bodies alive to grab the objective, but as I said earlier, it's costing them dearly to do so. And that's it. Combat's resolved here. But the tower needed a good turn of firepower, and they have got one. Sustained hits 2, really taking a heavy toll here. And it's the Crisis Battlesuit teams have proved the most deadly here so far. We'll give you an update on the score here on turn 3. Not that great on points. 5 points for primaries, because Mike kicked us off the flank objectives. 2 points for secure no man's land, thankfully, for this charge and survival going ahead across here. There are more points to come through. Defend stronghold, which looks likely. 3 points to pick up at the end of Mike's turn. But 24 points for the tower in total to Mike's 22. Mike has a turn in hand. He's going to pick up 10. for sure. So he's going to get ahead, and then we'll see what cards are drawn here for secondaries. So Necron's taking the battering, but they're still ahead in this game. We'll go on to their turn 3 next. Oh dear, turn 3 here for the Necrons. Tower interrupted with an Overwatch. We sort of knew it was coming in this alleyway. This is why I elected not to charge. Spent the CP. Overwatched him before he moves. It's just by the window across here. 1 hit came through, sustained 1. And then enough damage being caused. 1 wound went through, and 5 wounds caused. The Technomancer was destroyed. Just checking the rules. The weapons become sustained hits 1, sustained hits 2. I was checking to see if it was shooting phase, you get it, but you don't. You get it as built into the weapon. So that's fine, because it was 1 hit and sustained 1, so 2 hits came through. So that's all totally fine. We shot Mike here. Is thinking about the move was to jump over onto that objective with the Technomancer. But I shot him at this point. So if Mike was to use the resurrection ability, it would have been closest to the point where he was slain, which was there, not over by the objective. So Mike trying to go for the sneaky grab at the tower, catching out the lone Technomancer in the street, gunning him down. Let the Necrons continue their move. Bit ominous here for the tower. Another Scorpec Destroyer's got back to its feet here, getting ready to chop up more fish. Cards as well for the Necrons. Engage in all fronts. That's table quarters. That's part of the reason for the shift there with the Technomancer to get into that table quarter and survive. Assassination is the other. Mike saying you can try and gang up with all of these attacks and try and take down the Cadre Fireblade. We'll let Mike complete his moves here. So movement complete. Look at what's going on here. They're building themselves quicker than we can gun them down. So a bit of explanation. D3 wounds restored, brought the model back on. That was from regular reanimation protocols taking place. Then Mike jumped over and rolled 5 extra wounds coming through for the Resurrection Orb, which you can use on an infantry unit.
Once for battle.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
So it restored the wounds, 1 wound that was left on that model, restored a whole model, and then another model with a wound remaining. And that's on top of the original model that was there. So we've now gone from 1 model to 4. Just in the nick of time. Tamra using the Resurrection Orb to get them back into fighting shape. Looking very strong now over on that objective. And the Tau infantry units that thought they were going in against 2 models, now fighting against 5, and surely they are doomed. There's more staff in the kitchen now for sushi. Then Necron warriors continuing to push through, not just holding back on that objective, but surging through in this direction. Necron warriors amassing their numbers onto the home objective. 2 wounds restored on the Canoptic Doomstalker. Tamra, I've already seen him move out into the street to lend some support with Resurrection Orbs and +1 to hit rolls. And that's it. And then another 10 points picked up for primaries. We'll see if Mike can pick up any extras for secondaries. We're going to shooting phase next. D6 +1 shots. It's going to be more shooting from this Doomstalker. 4, 5 shots. Didn't move this time.
No.
3s.
3s, yeah. On this.
Brutal game, this one. It's always been brutal whenever these 2 sides have clashed on the channel down through
3s.
the years.
All of them.
All wounded. More 4s again. Oh, he's got in again. Oh, he's killed another one. Oh. Losing this long-range firepack shouldn't be the case, but it is. Another one destroyed. Good shooting from the Canoptic Doomstalker.
That's the one.
Yeah, Gauss cannon shots coming from Tamra. 2s.
2s. That is a lethal.
Nice.
And strike 5.
5s.
No. -2 damage.
Goes through, and 2 wounds taken on one of the piranhas. Gauze flayers, 10 shots. 3s.
3s, yeah.
Lethals. So 2 lethals, 5s to wound with the others, another 2.
4.
Another 2 wounds coming through, dropping down to 3 wounds left on these light vehicles. 6 Reaper shots going into the Crisis Battlesuit team. Need 3s, there's a lethal. And 4s to wound. Strength 5.
3.
2 4s. Just going to double check toughness. Yeah, toughness 5. He has 3 make it through. Bit of AP -1 going on as well. 3 4s, and it's an invuln save we can use. So blocked. Shooting phase finished.
Yeah.
Charges next. We've got a 9-inch charge here of Tamara. Would you believe you can make it? Mike rolls a 9.
Ooh.
7. Is it worth a command reroll?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
He's done it. He's rolled another 9. Well done. Tamara goes in. Right, charges to go first. So Tamara is in. It's a very quick move from him here in this game. He's moved from obscurity right into the thick of the fighting. 4 attacks, I think, with his glaive.
There's Overlord's Blade, 4. Yeah.
2s for hits.
That will hit.
Yeah.
Strength 8.
3s to wound.
Oh,
3 make
3.
it through.
-3, 2 damage.
Yeah, it's going to cut straight through the armour. So it's going to destroy him. And then put 2 wounds on another, dropping down to 5. That's worth the charge. Deadly Demise. No. Mike's just rolling attacks across here now for this. Their OC's just popped up because of Tamra. He's tactically very useful. Gives them +1 OC.
So 2, 4, 6.
16 6s. Block 1. 5 dead. That's going to be the squad. Take those away. 2 wounds on the Cadre Fireblade. And then the Scorpic Lord, try and finish him off. 4 attacks, needing 2s. Just needs 1 successful Harvester attack. It'll be gone. Yeah, and it's 4 damage. I'll be dead. 2s followed by 2s.
Yeah.
That's about to cause quad 6. there was. You're pushing towards grudge here between these 2 armies. 12 damage. It's a Cadre Fireblade. More than just assassination picked up. Diced and packed and shipped to the sushi bar with him. Okay, so you've still got these 2 resurrected models here to fight. It's going to be another 8 attacks, potentially, to hack down this strike team across here as well. You could do it, needing 2s. And followed by 2s. 1 lethal, yeah. Oh, we've escaped with 1. Oh, it's another 4.
5 in total, yeah.
5 total, yeah, lethal, yeah. Blocked 1, but 4 casualties caused. We've got 2 models left, but boy, are we in a desperate state. Okay, absolute slaughter, but not quite a wipeout. So, a few attacks back here. Useless, no hits coming through. You can imagine these Tower Fire Warriors cut off now from the main battle line, terrified as they see their fellow fishy friends brought down. 10 points for primaries, 5 points picked up for assassination, and then dumped, engaged in all fronts. 15 more points coming through. Mike's built a strong base on primaries in this game, which has now taken him to 37 points, respectable enough. The Tower have traded in on Defend Stronghold, which was a success, which has pushed us from 24 to 27. The Tower are 10 points behind. So despite us at blistering firepower over on that flank, the Tower losing out over on this one, and Necrons camped out in the middle, quite crucially, is where, really, that's where it's been. The quiet zone in the middle is where Mike's been cashing in on points. Necron Warriors, proven to be very, very useful units. For sitting on objectives, that's their job, and they've done it very well. We'll go on to turn 4 for the Tower. They've got to rally themselves, go for more firepower, and try and shift Necrons off these no man's land objectives if they can. Alright, so Tower turn 4 here. That's a switch across here, heading across this direction. 6 rolled for an advance of 18 inches moved in total with these. Swiftly moving across with Commander NATO, making it to here. This team jumping 10 and 8 with the Commander heading across in this direction. Just trying to do something about this flank. We reckon we have that flank across there as long as we don't self-destruct with the ghost kill on that objective. Reckon there's nothing that can reach it now with lone operative. Then Backing off with these, the secondaries for us is recover assets, which is performing actions in the shooting phase in 3 different zones. Enemy's deployment zone, no man's land, and our own deployment zone. We're going to go for deployment zone across here, no man's land across there, and that will count. So we'll get 2 of those, 2 out of 3. Pulled back across here. Piranhas have remained in close combat against Tamra. Remain stationary. Hammerheads move through. And then stealth teams move to here to lend some assistance. That is movement done. Shooting phase next. Right, we're on shooting phase, just capturing this moment because Tamra could go here and he's on the Kingslayer list. So he dropped down 3 wounds. That was from drones, actually, from the Piranhas. We've talked about, and do correct us if we're wrong, I'm going to play this, we think it's correct, but we can observe and spot units whilst they're in close combat if I'm eligible to shoot into it, which I am with this team here, their vehicle, shooting a vehicle in close combat. In which case we've guided them in here with the stealth team, which has helped us get, I think it was 3 hits, 1 was sustained 2, so 5 hits, and then 4 wounds have come through here. So all of a sudden, Tamra is down to invuln saves of
4+.
4+. And Mike's block 2. It'll be 2d6 damage. Re-rolling the damage roll.
Mm-hmm.
We'll keep that, and that's 8. So he died. You may want to know what you're thinking of doing, but is it an infantry character only? This is a Kingslayer moment here. I think it's infantry only, but see what it says. Unless it just says character. Infantry character?
Well, if that's the case, then I'll
use the CP to command reroll?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
That is the case, by the way.
Yeah, okay. He didn't want to say. Go ahead. 4+. Oh, it's got in. All right, so Samurai slain. Oof. Let us know if that's incorrect. We reckon it is possible. Whether I spotted or not, they could shoot into close combat. Their vehicle's firing a vehicle, that's fine. Whether they could be guided in, we reckon they could. They're eligible to shoot, so can't see that stopping them from being guided in. Okay, firepower complete. Bit of shooting from here. Took out 1 of these. Back down to 3. Tamra's gone, as we've seen. Firepower from these. Took out 6 Necron warriors in total. And 1 other one slain from smart missile system, I think it was. Yep. No, plasma, sorry. Took out another one. So casualties removed from there, but still a good number of them on the objective. That's firepower finished. No charges for the tower to take place. We'll see what points have been picked up as we finish off their turn 4. All right, so points coming through pretty poor. Just 5 points of primaries. We have captured a no man's land objective, which will help, but perhaps too little too late here. 3 points picked up for recover assets, and that's it. Just 8 points picked up, taking us to 35, which is an okay score. And then Mike's actually ahead here as we go into his turn on 37 points. Looks like Necrons are going to have victory here in this game. Bit of a standoff between these two armies. Neither side's going to remove the other from the battlefield. It's all just about cash flow here. Points coming through, both sides rushing to harvest as many points as possible. Turn 4 for the Necrons next. All right, a few units left here for the Necrons, but Mike's making the most of them here. So turn 4 is bring it down, destroy vehicles. There's loads of them. Battle suits are all vehicles, piranhas are vehicles, so Mike can try and go for a good grab on points coming through. He's actually picked up 15 points for primaries as well. Necrons have won this game. Now it's a case of just cashing, get as many points on the board as possible. Then secure no man's land is the other secondary, looking strong enough for the Necrons. Bit scary for the Tau. Their points score is not great. They need to do well, and they've only got 1 turn left after this to do it. So, restoring all his wounds, sitting on the objective, the Canoptic Doomstalker, moving out across here with these onto this objective, which then freed up these to move across over onto this objective, which then freed up these to head across to go chopping to pick up points. That's movement done here. With the 4 Necron units really left on the board, we'll go on to shooting phase next. Shooting phase finished. Is Enmitic Disintegrator, whatever it's called. It took out the last of the Fire Warriors, destroying them. Then firepower for Canoptic Doomstalker, stripped off some wounds at here, but not destroying the last of the broadsides. That's shooting done. These advanced, you see, these advanced as well, so no shooting from the warriors as they got into position. Charges next. Yeah, this is the Scorpic Lord charging in with his unit gone into here for charges.
So, I've spent that CP to do that.
Yeah.
So that is 4 at -3 flat.
3.
-4 now, sorry, because of the AP.
Okay.
Yep.
Damage?
3.
Right, so 2 go through and destroy that. 2 go through and knock this down to 1 wound left. Deadly Demise? Yes. Death, 1. So it'll kill him because he's on 1 wound.
Yeah.
And it'll blow him up. I don't know if I've done it in the right order, whether they got to chop or not, I don't know, but let's destroy those. Oh, Deadly Demise on the second one? No. Alright, cleared away. And you want to tuck back in?
Back in, yeah.
Back, there you go. Little bugs that they are. Okay, it's tucking in like so. Nicely done. Necrons have established a strong line across here. Well played. Massive amount of points. The best score yet for the Necrons. 15 points for primaries, 4 points for the destruction of 2 vehicles, and 5 points for secure no man's land. 24 points gone through, taking them to 61 points here. Convinced now we're starting to get into the good stuff, the good points here for the Necrons. So well done to them. Tau still not the worst of scores, but 35 is not great. We'll go on to turn 5 for the Tau. Their last chance to get some points on the board here. All right, so moving for the Tau, one last desperate push for them. Storm Hostile Objective and Assassination is the 2 cards in play. We've made an advance move and jumped right onto this objective, trying to cram it out with OC control. For Storm Hostile, will be kicked off potentially, but just to grab it temporarily. Then across here, shifting across regular move, try and gun these down, maybe in desperation, try and charge in. Commander in tow. Move these through to help. Hammerheads move round to get a better field of fire. Remain stationary. Move these out into the road to send a volley down in that direction. And that's movement done. Shooting phase next. Right, so these to guide these into here is the plan. We'll do these 2 here first of all. So we'll do the commander, who's been guided in +1 to hit rolls anyway. So he's on 2s. So those have all hit. We're going to try and wound with the commander. And toughness 6 on you.
So effect destroyers or toughness 6.
Okay, stripping cover with marker light unit. AP -4. 3d6 at a time on these from the commander. So the first one, got him. Second one, got him. Third one, got him. So let's strip those away.
Is that them all?
Yes, -4, and it's ignoring cover yet, so they're gone.
Yeah, just they've got up, they've got down, they've got up, they've got down.
Oh, they're all recycled. Oh, it's Necrons are well on for recycling. Very, very environmentally friendly. So we've done him. It's now him. 2 shots outside of Bane. 2 hits. 2 wounds against the Scorpic Lord now. Invuln saves he can take. 4 ups. Blocked both. Then we're on to these. All have hit and sustained 2. 3s to wound. He's not a monster, is he? No.
No.
3 wounds. Command reroll 1 of these wounds. Yep. I've got spare CP all of a sudden at the end of the game. So 4 invuln saves here, 4+. These are at Bane range if they make it through. 3 have made it through. So it's going to be a total of 19 wounds. Feel no pain?
Oh, I've got that before I can spend that, yeah.
Yeah, 19 feel no pains of 4+.
10. Here's your first 10.
It could actually survive this, would you believe? So 4s?
Nah.
Yeah. No, he doesn't like that. Okay. So I'm going to lay him down because Mike's going to spend a CP. It's done at the end of the phase, but he'll just get back up on that objective.
Yeah.
Charge him and knock him down in close combat. Could try. Okay. Then, so that's them done. So shooting phase for the tower. I've since done a charge as well. So firepower from here. Took down the Scorpec destroyers and then also destroyed the Scorpec Lord. Mike's then paid a CP to resurrect him back up at the end of the phase. He's got back up to there. We've then charged around here. Firepower from here, guided in, cut down nearly all the Necron warriors, just one of them left. Firepower from here, struggled, but did knock the Canoptic Doomstalker down to 6 wounds left. Tau trying to wipe units, but struggling here. Charge has gone ahead. I'm going to use my toughness 5 for a desperate tank shock attack. Mike's on 4 wounds left with the resurrected Scorpec Lord. 5 pluses. Oh, we got 2. Ooh, scary moments. Dropping down to... Go ahead. Block both. So one-man army continues on fighting in the shadows. All right. Combat resolution next. So we saw this charge taking place and the damage stopped from tank shock, so remained alive. Made our attacks and no damage. Mike attacked back. 1 wound came through, just the 1, which we blocked with an invuln save on these. So we've survived and captured this objective, but it's more of a disruption potentially for Mike on turn 5. Then across here, we haven't moved the models. These are swarmed through. Mike's been able to do a counter-offensive move. Heroic intervention for 0 CP from the Necron warriors, and he'd end up flooding this and out OC me and regain control of that central objective. Just calculating points here for the tower. So storm hostile objective, yes, we captured this one, so it's worth it for us to get points. 4 points picked up for that. 5 points also picked up for assassination. If we destroyed a character, which we did, he resurrected afterwards, but he was destroyed this turn, so 5 points picked up for that one. 10 points for primaries, not too bad here for the tower. 19 points coming through on their last turn, taking them to 54 points. Not the best score, not the worst here, but 54 points on the board for the tower. That will certainly help them out in the league, or put them in a relatively strong enough position. Necrons, as Mike is just drawing cards here, we'll go on to turn 5, or we'll play this through and see what kind of score the Necrons pick up. They have won. They're already on 61 points. Mike's just going to figure out and see if he can pick up any extras. Right, we've played this through at here, just calculating what can go on. So Mike resurrected some Necron warriors across here, then advanced them across and grabbed this objective to get that OC control. In close combat, add 2 of the Crisis Battlesuit members removed from play. Mike now regains control of that one at the last turn. That's 5 points worth across there. These models are here. Mike will control that objective. He'll control the home objective, so that gets him the 15 points. The other secondaries drawn is Defense Stronghold, which Mike will cash in on. No problem.
Because it's the end of the battle. And then Sabotage was the other one that I had nothing to do with.
That's fine, all right. So we can give Mike his final points coming through. It's going to be an impressive enough score here with the Necrons. So final points coming through. 15 points grabbed here for primaries. The Necrons have done really well with that here in this game. 3 points for secondaries for Defend Stronghold. Takes the Necrons to 79 points. An impressive score for them for their debut league battle. What a slog it's been between these two sides. I imagine this video is going to be quite long, but it's been an epic battle between these two armies, as it has been down through the different seasons on the channel. But in this game, Xenos versus Xenos, the machine prevails here. Necrons have achieved a decent enough victory against the Tau. So scoreline here, this has affected the league. First of all, big thanks to everyone that supports us at silver level. That's Jason Martinez, Marcus Olson, Ross Caldwell and Miniature Matt. So big thanks to them for their support. Over on the Patreon page, we have a Kingslayer. Tamron Ra's been brought down. There's only a couple here. Captain Diotrophes for the Red Scorpions and the Demon Prince, the Thousand Sons. Everyone else has been slain at some point during the season. Then for the league, a big shuffle taking place now. Tau Empire finished their 2 games and they've rocketed up to 2nd place. They've lost their 2nd game, but the 54 points was a good grand total combined with their 85. So 139 for them, just going past Mike's Black Legion drop into 3rd. Eldari dropped down to 4th. Necrons, with their win, have jumped to 5th place here. Good start for them in the league. So a real shake up in the league with this result, which is great to see, and good to see a number of factions now getting involved. Very quick for units of the game. Number of units shined for both sides. Crisis Battlesuit team across here did well. We're going to give it to Commander NATO here and his team. Has excellent blistering deadly firepower. They wiped out the unit of Triarch Praetorians, which really helped the tower over on that flank. And that's the unit that's the second in command, the sub-commander here, Noah Storalassi, here for this battle. And then for the Necrons, Necron warriors are going to get it for just camping out, raking in so many points here for the Necrons. Honourable mention to the Scorpack Destroyers across here as well. Really good arrival from those. Good chopping, good survival. Right the way through to the very end of the game. Perhaps you might even want to swap it around. Scorpack Destroyers were superb in this battle, but that's the two options available here for units of the game for the Necrons. Keep a lookout for more battle reports on the channel, both on membership and here on YouTube. Thanks for watching. Tune in next time.